Welcome dear students, let us start our today's session. There are few queries again from exercise 9.5. Somebody has asked that how to solve this question number 4 part number 8 and 15. So here are the solution. The question number 4 part number 8 is 16a square minus a square b square minus 9. So when two terms are there and you are finding 16 as well as 9 or a square b square are the perfect square, so definitely belonging to the identity a square minus b square. For that you need to find out 16 is the perfect square of 4, a square b square is the perfect square of ab. So write it 4ab inside the bracket whole square and 9 is the square of 3. Now a is 4ab and b is 3, so a minus b into a plus b will give you the answer. Then 15th part is, this is the question given to you, x square minus 2xy plus y square. Then it is minus a square minus 2ab minus b square. What is there? You have to identify that this is the identity we use somewhere, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Again, this is a square, b square and 2ab, but all three are negative. We have not done any identity with all three negative signs. All three positive we did, so we have one scope left with us. That is, if I take minus common, all three will be positive. So now this is the one identity and this is the another identity. So if you go through the identities, this is the whole square of x minus y and this is the whole square of a plus b. So now again this is lying in the form of a square minus b square because these two are the perfect squares. So a square minus b square again can be split into a plus b into a minus b, where a is your x minus y and b is your a plus b. So accordingly you put the values, then solve the brackets. Whenever minus sign is there outside the bracket, do not forget to change the sign of the all terms inside the bracket. So that's all about your 15th part of question number 4. Then it is question number 5, fourth part. So in fourth part, 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. So make a group of first two and last two and observe what I can take common from first two and last two. So here if I see in 5 at 25 is common, y square and y is common. So inside the bracket you will be left with y minus 4. Now here it is y minus 4. So most of the times in next bracket also you will be getting y minus 4. So what happens there? In 2 and 8 definitely 2 is common and z and yz again z is common. But according to this bracket I need y with minus 4 sign. At the time of solving this exercise, I put stress upon this question particularly. You go through again that lecture thoroughly. I have explained in detail why. Because here it is minus, so make it minus. Because 2z, when I will divide 8z by 2z, I will be left with 4. But I need minus sign, that's why I have put plus sign over here. So that I can get 4 with minus sign, because here it is consisting of minus sign. Then automatically your this plus divided by plus will be plus and you will left here 2z will go off and y will be there only. So in next step you can rearrange this. Minus 4 plus y can be written as y minus 4. So here also y minus 4, here also y minus 4. Then you take y minus 4 common and finally you left with 5y plus 2z. So that is the answer for this question. Next again your fifth part is something like this only. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. In first two only 2x is common, you will be left with 5y plus 2 and last two itself you are getting 5y plus 2. So when nothing is common you can write 1 outside the bracket. So overall 5y plus 2 is common. So inside the bracket you are left with 2x plus 1 and there you can leave your answer. So these are the solution of your queries. I hope you will revise and will go through once again. So try to make a note of all these instructions whatever I'm giving to you. So let us continue with yesterday's left part, that 10 points I have given to you from this exercise, these two exercises point of view. One I have finished yesterday and today I have to start with exercise 3.2, that is your understanding quadrilaterals, page number 103. So all 10 points you please keep on revising and see the properties here I am applying to get the answers are based upon those 10 points which I shared with you yesterday. I have asked you to make a note of those all 10 points in your fair notebook also. So if you see question number 1, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 figures are given to you and in all 4 figures you have been asked to find the value of x. And somewhere in all these figures, if you see, the x is lying to the exterior of all these quadrilaterals. So which property is required? Sum of exterior angles. Sum of exterior angles, that was one of the point in yesterday's part. Sum of the exterior angles is always equal to 360 degree. Go through those 10 points, and whatever the figure you will pick, suppose I am picking the D part there, so what you can do is x is there, then move anti-clockwise or clockwise, that is your choice. 89, then it is 92, then it is 20, and then it is 85. All these angles will sum to 360 degree. Add up all these and subtract from 360, so you will be getting the value of x. So I hope all of you can do that calculation. So in same manner you have to proceed in all four these figures. I don't think any difficulty any one of you will be finding. Moreover, keep a watch on your this equation now. This is the equation which we already have finished, that is your linear equation in one variable, and very simple equation is there. Keep the variable in one side, take the constants to other sides, and while shifting the constants from one side to other, do not forget to change the signs. So I hope all of you will be able to do all these four parts of question number 1 by using the property that sum of the angles of exterior angles of any quadrilateral is always equal to 360 degree. Then second question A part is how many sides does a regular polygon has if the measure of an exterior angle is 45 degree? So yesterday I told you that number of sides is always equal to, that is 360 degree divided by each exterior angle. Make a note of this. I am telling that those 10 points are very important, and focus your attention upon the question what you need to determine here. How many sides does a regular polygon? So I want to find the sides, put n there, and then if the measure of an exterior angle is 45, so 360 exterior angle, that is 45. So if you will divide this, your answer will be equal to 8. Now other questions based upon the same you pick from this exercise only, that is you go to your question number 7. How many sides does a regular polygon? I'm talking about question number 7 first, because these all are of one category. How many sides does a regular polygon has if the measure of exterior angle? So n here will be equal to 360 upon 36. So that will be equal to 10. So that is your question number 7 is also to find the number of sides. And then again in 8th also all the four parts are there, so you need to divide 360 first by 10, then by 36, then by 40. So all of you will be able to get the question number 7 and question number 8 based upon the same property, that is number of sides is always equal to 360 upon each exterior angle. Then let us go to our question 2b part. Question 2b part is what is the measure of each exterior angle of a regular 20gon? 20gon means n is equal to 20. Each exterior angle. So number of sides I know is equal to what? 360 upon each exterior angle, which you need to determine here. So therefore I will put here 20, cross multiply, let this is x is equal to 360. So what is x is equal to 360? Let it is x, say each exterior angle which you need to determine here. So x is equal to 360 upon 20, so that is equal to 18. What is the measure of each angle of regular? I'm sorry, what is the measure of each angle? This is not the exterior. Somewhere I was mistaken. Please. Okay, formula is this much only. So interior angle I have to find. Interior angle. So number of sides I can go for that. No issues. 360. If I'll be able to find the exterior angle easily, I can find the interior angle also. Other option I will also be sharing with you. Look at this. If you are taking this x, So 20x is equal to what? Your 360 degree, and x is what? Is equal to 18 degree. This is each exterior angle. Each exterior angle is equal to what? 18 degree. So therefore exterior angle plus interior angle always sums is equal to 180. So exterior I said is 18, interior I need to determine 180. So therefore your interior angle of that polygon will be 180 minus 18 is equal to 162 degree. One way is this. Or what is the another option? Sum of the angles of a polygon. Sum of the angles of a polygon. I said yesterday is equal to what? N minus 2 into 180 degree. N minus 2 into 180 degree. So here it is. N is equal to 20. Here N is equal to 20. So therefore sum of all the angles, sum of interior angles automatically will be equal to 20 minus 2 into 180. So 18 into 180. So therefore each interior angle you can do 18 into 180 divided by number of sides, that is 20. So 2 9s are, again you will be getting your answer 162 degree. Either you go this way or this way, your answer will be same. So I don't think any issue should be there. Here I have determined the exterior. If you have got the each exterior angle, so each exterior angle plus interior angle always sums equal to 180 degree. So exterior is known, you can find the interior angle. And if you directly want to go in this part key, when n is given to you and to find the interior angle, find the sum of all interior angles and then divide that sum by the number of side. Each interior angle will be there at last. So this is the answer for your B part of question number 2. Then come to this number 3 now. Question 3 is find the number of degrees of each exterior angle of regular pentagon. So in regular pentagon n is equal to what? 5. So therefore number of sides again 360 upon each exterior angle. What I need to determine is each exterior angle. Find the number of degrees in each exterior angle. So number of sides is 5. Here it is 360. Let that is equal to x. So therefore 5x is equal to 360. So what is x is equal to? 360 upon 5. 7s are and 2s are. So x is equal to 72 degree. So 72 degree will be the answer for this. Then in question number 4, again if you see the figure given to you is something, this is there, and you need to determine the angle at O, that is TOS, this angle. You name it X simply. This is T, this is S, this is given 90 degree, this is also given 90 degree, and this is given 60 degree. So again you can use the sum of quadrilateral angle property. 90 plus 60 plus 90 plus x is equal to 360, and then you can get the value of x for this also. Then number 5 is, your question number 5 is prove that the sum of the angles of a regular hexagon this is a regular hexagon. One, two, three. These all 6 sides are equal. Suppose I name that A, B, C, D, E and F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So what is given here? A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F is a regular hexagon. To prove angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle E plus angle F is equal to what? 720 degree. So in your proof now, what you can do here is, as I said, sum of the angles of a polygon is equal to, I said n minus 2 into 180 degree. So here you can say n is equal to what? 6. So therefore, give it number 1, put in 1. So if you put in 1, 6, this is 6 minus 2 into 180. So you will be getting 4 into 180. So that is equal to 720 degree as proved. So use the formula to prove this. You have to recall the formula. Sum of the angles of any polygon is given by n minus 2 into 180 degree. So in a hexagon, how many sides are there? 6 sides are there. So put in place of n 6, multiply that, you will be getting the sum of all the angles is equal to 720 degree. Then number 6, find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon of 18 sides. So again you can use the formula here in number 6, that number of sides is equal to n is equal to what? Sum of measure of each exterior angle is equal to 360 upon each exterior angle. So easily you can find here the number of degrees in each exterior angle there, because in first part it is given 18, 360, let it be x. So 18x is equal to 360. So therefore x will be equal to 360 upon 18. That will be give you 20. So 20 sides will be there. If it is 20 in second part, so 20 is equal to 360 upon x. So x will be equal to 360 upon 20, and you will be getting there 18 sides. So these are the answers. 18 degree. Number of sides are 20. These are the degrees of each exterior angle. 7 and 8 I have done, and 9, each interior angle of a regular polygon is 140. Find the number of sides. Each interior angle. So you know each interior angle. Now here again, I know that sum of the interior angles, you can write even interior angles of a polygon is given by what? N minus 2 into 180. Suppose I'm starting in that way. Each interior angle of a regular polygon is equal to 140 degree. Find the number of its sides. If each interior angle, so each interior angle, I know each interior angle plus exterior angle always sums equal to what? 180 degree. So I want to determine this. So here each exterior angle I said is equal to what? 360 upon n. 360 upon n. So each interior angle is given equal to 140 degree here. This is question number 9. So I can 140 plus exterior is equal to 180. So therefore your exterior angle will be equal to what? 40 degree. So this is 360 upon 40 and your answer will be coming equal to 9. Then in 10th question, what you have to do here is draw a pentagon, a hexagon, a heptagon. So pentagon you can draw like this. This is not a regular one. So where 5 sides are there? A, B, C, D, E. Now you can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hexagon I have already drawn to you in your question number 5, where we proved that sum of the angles of a hexagon, and then your heptagon also you can draw. So number of sides, you know already the table that was discussed just in the beginning. I asked you to go through the table. So in heptagon number of sides were told 7 and details are given accordingly on page number 90 of your textbook, and you can see how to draw the heptagon over there. So if it is not regular, so no need to put the sign of equal to with the sides. And what is the sum of the exterior angles in each? That already I told. In any polygon, sum of the exterior angles is always equal to 360 degree, so no doubt should be there at all. So this exercise again is based upon all those 10 points which I shared with you. Moreover, I have discussed the solution of all these 10 questions with you. Kindly go through carefully at your home. So tomorrow I will start with the family of special type of quadrilaterals. Thank you.